Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone watching. My name is Safa Amir bin Safano. Today, I'll be representing my group consisting of Adib Ahmad Hilmi, Muhammad Zarif Shazwan, and Tani Rekshi, and I will be presenting our research poster titled Analysis of English Monophthongs produced by Malaysian English speakers. So, without further ado, let us begin. So, to begin with, people of the countries that have been colonized often tend to be exposed to the colonizer's language. Sometimes they will learn it as their own second language. It is common for the people who use second language to show features of their first language. The same thing happened when Malaysia was colonized by the Englishmen. Malaysian English emerged as the result. This study aims at investigating Malaysian English monophthongs features with Standard English. So now moving on to the objective of this research. The main purpose of this study is to identify the vowel inventories and also the characteristics of Malaysian English monophthong vowels. This study is also seeking to determine the factors influencing Malaysian English speakers' production of English monophthong vowels. So the main questions of this research were: what are the vowel inventories of Malaysian English monophthong vowels? What are the characteristics of Malaysian English monophthong vowels? And finally, what are the factors influencing Malaysian English speakers' production of English monophthong vowels? So the methodology of the study was that it was conducted through secondary research by referring to English vowels, focusing on monophthongs and second language speakers or Malaysian English speakers. Secondary sources, including academic papers and journal articles, were found on websites such as Google Scholar, ResearchGate, ScienceDirect, and many others. The information on English monophthong vowels was then extracted and classified according to the research questions that were provided earlier. Data was compiled, analyzed, interpreted, reviewed, and synthesized accordingly on the Malaysian English monophthong vowels. So, moving on to the literature review of the study. Most Malaysian English speakers model the accent based on British English, as stated by G30 2014. Malaysian English lack vowel contrast between the and ah, the and a, and the and G30 2014 mentioned that monophthongs in the word egg is not a mid-high but rather a mid-low Words with such as heard, can be produced as short tense as stated by Fung 2017. Indian influenced Malaysian English produced cape, lower and more backed, higher and more backed for dress, and lower and more fronted for foot, and lower for nurse. On the other hand, Malay influenced Malaysian English produced fleece, lower and more fronted than by the Indian influenced Malaysian English and Chinese influenced Malaysian English. And for goose, the Chinese influenced Malaysian English produced it lower and more fronted than by these two other groups, as stated by Fung 2017. And now we move on to the findings of our research, where we found that Malaysian English vowel inventories is actually close to Standard English. There are actually 13 monophthongs and 7 diphthongs, as you can see in the diagram right here. Now, few long vowels are actually shortened, and there is no distinction between a short and a long vowel. For example, words with such as heard can be produced as short and tense as stated by G30 2014 earlier. Now, different ethnics in Malaysia will produce different variants of monophthongs vowel pronunciation of Malaysian English, as stated by Fung 2017. As there are variants of Malaysian English speakers, the difference in pronunciation might become a problem in ELT classrooms. So, educated Malaysian English speakers can actually easily be understood by English speakers of other accents, as stated by G30 2014. So, to conclude, there are not many differences between Malaysian English and Standard English, possibly because most Malaysian English speakers model their accent based on Standard English, as mentioned by G30 2014. Though it appears that the characteristics of Malaysian English can also be found in our neighbouring countries, Indonesia, in the Austronesian people. according to Veda and Sakti 2018, it is found that some of the samples, the Indonesian English learners were actually unable to distinguish the long vowels and short vowels, such as the word becomes in the word girl and early. So that concludes my presentation. Thank you so much for watching until the very end, and I do hope that you enjoyed our poster. That is all from me. Thank you.